Fugitive Structures is a 4-year architectural pavilion project developed by SCAF, and with the first pavilion up and running very successfully in 2013. The project is a collaboration between SCAF and BVN Donovan Hill, a huge and a multi-award-winning architectural firm, and it's done via competition where the judges are SCAF staff, senior staff, BVN senior staff, the National Director James Gross, Philip Rossington and Bill Dowser, and Michael Moran, Daniel Devery and Jean Sherman, myself, from the SCAF side. We needed an architectural partner in this particular project because we simply didn't have the expertise at SCAF to manage a building project that involved engineers, town planners, landscape architecture and builders, to come up with a building that could be put together on site in a week and that would involve ambitious experimental practice that had either not ever been done before in the world or had not been done before in Australia. Robert Beeson was one of 10 invited young architects for the 2014 iteration, and was chosen because he fitted the ambitious experimental description far better than anybody else in the lineup. And the premise of his project, as I understand it as a layman, it's a highly technical and innovative set of procedures, is that he was to design from scratch a computer program that informed robots to make up the component parts of a pavilion called Trifolium.
The design was finished in November, effectively, and we had prototype finished in December, and then we started production on the pavilion in January 6. There's definitely pluses and minuses to taking on as much responsibility. Normally, as architects, you're generally only responsible for the design of the structure, and then you have produced a set of drawings which you give to someone. In this case, we did the design, but then you were in the factory for solidly from January 20 through till just last week.
The structure is a bit like a 3-leaf clover, that's why it's called Trifolium, and the outer skin will be brought in component parts and, as I understand it, just slotted together.
You would think that the form would always be really important, but the form was something that was actually the most malleable and the thing that changed the most. The materials never changed, they were always the same. The connection strategy, it developed, but it was effectively the same sort of construction logic. And I think probably most importantly, the interior was always the same. It was always sort of conceived as a reflective space which has these intensities and these changing qualities. It's about that experience of space. It's really a spatial experiment.
It's a highly experimental methodology. People are in awe of it, and we look forward to something which will provide much discussion for architects and students of architects, students of design, who we hope will learn something really serious. Architects interested in new ways of approaching architecture, different from the pencil and tracing paper methods of old. So we look forward to welcoming Robert. The company is called ARMA, AR-MA, and he certainly looks to be one of our country's most innovative architects going forward in time.